everybody. It's the last reading of 2024. Well, it's the last hangout, last chat. Not that I know a lot of you know me. I'm fairly new here, but this is probably one space that is going to grow on me, and I'm going to really connect to a lot of you here. That's what I feel. And let's see how this turns out. Before I proceed, there's a message already. What are you forgetting to save? Are you forgetting to save something? Are you forgetting to connect to something that needs to be saved? So I forgot to connect to my drive before I started the reading, and so it said check the path where you're saving. So this could be a literal message for some of you, for many, not many of you, for a few of you. If you're saving to a path, then make sure, just check the path for wherever you're saving. I don't know what's the hidden message there. Maybe it'll come out in the rest of the message today, but it was a very prominent message of check the path for where you're saving to. Whether it's really your account, if you want to secure your passwords, if you want to secure your accounts itself, maybe go ahead and do that. Okay, and it has a flavor of really saving the money. So maybe there's a new path that's opening up, and you want to check how you can save into it. So the King of Pentacles just jumped up as I was shuffling. So there's definitely it's Nine of Cups. Okay, so it's not an alarm. The way the message started, I was kind of a bit skeptical, If you're forgetting where you're saving to, just go ahead and double check. So it was coming from a place of mistrust. But maybe the reading is going to be about a new path. I'm not surprised. It's 2025, the beginning of 2025. Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Oh, it's surely new. So there is a new path that has been opened. Maybe it's only a matter of you connecting to it. So you want to connect to something that will allow you to save into it. This could be a scheme of saving. This could be a new way of saving money, making investments, planning investments. Well, it's a little more than planning. That's what it feels like. What it feels like is the seed has been already planted, so it's kind of growing, and as it grows, you want something to be saved into it. You want to connect to it. You want to connect something so something can be saved into it. So let's explore this message of what is this that needs to be connected to, and what is this connection. Let's ask that way. We won't get all the details in here. Tarot is for guidance, so whatever you hear may confirm what you already know, or may be a confirmation for what you think may be there, right? So there's no hard and fast rules with whatever messages you get here. Please make sure to consult specialists and professionalists before you make real-time decisions, okay? So what are our questions? Our questions are going to be, what is this connection, or so it could be a person, could be a relationship. It doesn't feel like, it really feels like a new way, a new direction, something that involves just you. So something that you need to connect so that something can be saved into it. So we'll see what you need to connect, what is this connection, and what is it that can be saved into. So what is going to be saved into it, right? We may not have all the answers by the end, but I'm sure you will have some cues. Interesting. Then imagine, I was kind of thinking, what's the message? What should I do? There was something that was very prominent that came up, is hidden. We want to see what's hidden. Yeah. So we're not going to ask what's hidden, because it will come out if it needs to. We don't want to see whatever we don't need to see. Seven of Cups. Pops up. Death. Ooh. A lot of clearing there. Instantly felt a rush of new energies opening up. That could have a message too. Maybe you're cleansing. Maybe you're really just doing your end of year cleaning. I certainly been doing. Well, I would recommend it for anybody who wishes to do it, because allows you to really lighten up. Both, if you're feeling it heavy or if you're feeling a little dull, I'm sure this kind of lightens up the whole scenario, the whole vibe. The Magician just popped up as I was shuffling. King of Pentacles popped up, Magician popped up. I also felt a little bit of intrusive energies from outside which really wanted to show themselves. Someone hasn't been able to see or read you. Maybe really read you. Queen of Wands and Eight of Wands, that's you. In the split, Queen of Wands and Eight of Wands. Okay, a lot of shuffling today. Maybe you're shuffling. Alright, so it's already 5 minutes and I'm still talking anyway, but there are no coincidences in my messages. We're going to build on what's... Well, I probably am corrected there. I don't have anything to build. I don't need anything to build on. Whatever is coming is fully built, prepared, nourished. I just need to bank on it, save it. What sort of a message is this? Who are you, Queen of Wands? Well, you are not going to settle for anything less than you deserve, so I wouldn't be surprised if you're already pulling in stuff that are so good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, alright. So I'll keep the... Should we first pull the tarot or the archetypes? We're going reverse today. Oh, okay. So we're going to see what is this connection, and then we'll use the archetypes to see what is it that you're going to save into this connection once you connect to it. Alright, so let's see what the connection is. We're going to see you, the connection. What's the blessing? What's the blessing? Should we do that? Maybe a hidden blessing. Yeah, why not? A hidden blessing. So you, the connection, the hidden blessing, that will... Yeah, so the hidden blessing, that will be related to, what you'll be saving into, right? So I can kind of visualize how this is coming through, but I'm going to take a bit of time to really... I have to hone into this message, visual, really very strongly. That's what it feels like. So it's going to be you, your connection. What is this thing that you have to connect to, either you connecting to it or it connecting to you. Well, it's the same way. So what is it that you have to be what's it that you can connect to? That's the energy outside of you. Okay. So this connection to is the energy outside of you. What's the hidden blessing? How can you make the best of it? That's going to be the next message here. And lastly, what's your guidance at this point of time? Just at the moment. Okay. All right. Shall we begin? We've already begun. Oh, okay. So the way this fell down, I'm just going to pull the cards maybe. That's what I have to do. So this is you. This is what you could connect to. What's the hidden blessing? How can you make the most of it? Either to connect to it, or once you connect to it, probably just an overview of that. Yeah, we'll get into the details a little later. And lastly, an advice for you. Okay. All right. The world is at the bottom of the deck. Cannot emphasize on how new and light this energy feels. I've never done a reading this way, where I'll pull the tarot and clarify it by the archetype. Interesting. Reversed. Oh, that was also a message that came in the beginning. We're going to do it something in the reverse today. Maybe it's more of a... okay, I can see how this is formulating. Okay. Are we going to also pull the archetypes and then read each of them? Oh, that's a lot different from how I used to do, and it's making me a little bit nervous, anxious. It's like really shuffle, cleanse the cards, and then get them on the table. And then I have to set myself ready to get the messages, which will be a lot more undisturbed and flowy. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, oh, okay, so I have to read one after the other as I pull. Oh, okay, got it. All right. So I hope you're able to see all the cards. We've got 5 here. This is you. This is what you could connect to. What's the hidden blessing? How can you get the maximum of it? How can you make the most of it? And lastly, I've got an advice for you. So I will make sure that you're able to see each one of them as we pull. Right, so we're going to talk about each of these as we pull the archetypes and clarify them. Interesting. All right. Let's connect to you. Let's see what's coming. I may need to just pause and see for these archetypes, which is getting me a little, it's throwing me away a little. Maybe that's why this whole exercise, that's what I hear. Okay, all right, so you, let's connect to you without the cards, before the cards. Very passionate, very driven, ready to go. Cannot stop. Possessive, a little bit obsessed. I don't know, very strange words coming through. I'm also saying a lotus and a Buddha, so there's a lot of peace that's coming in for you. Maybe you've been working on all of those other energies that has allowed you to really lighten up the load. Interesting. I'm also seeing the color red. So something about Mars, solar plexus, visions, visuals, visualization, honing into messages, like really hooking onto them. Maybe hooking onto energies too, knowingly or unknowingly. Something for you to be careful about. A stone, foundation, a setting, a wedding scene in a park, in an outdoor area. Oh, so you like celebrating in the open. You have a larger than life way of celebrating. No, so you celebrate life larger than it is. Wow, interesting. Sag, Capricorn cusp, brown hair, green eyes or brown eyes, fair skinned and thick skinned. Okay, all right, so let's see who you are. 4 of Swords, resting, really taking the time to plan, to think, to contemplate on some past hurt, taking care of the body, not rushing. That's very important. There's a lot of people there peeping through the glass. Maybe they're very interested on how you're resting so much, why you're so peaceful. Or maybe just a lot is happening outside the windows, but you don't want to go. There's also something on the knee. I don't know if it's a cap. Never noticed that before. Has he kept his cap from the head on his knee? I'm hearing an ego death. Maybe you were pushed to release a lot of your learned self mechanisms. I'm hearing coping mechanisms. They could have been of a lot of ways, From childhood, we pick up a lot of ways to put on our masks, and maybe the universe kind of tested you that you had to get rid of not only your mask but also your achievements, accomplishments. And your hand is pointing upward in this card, so you seem to be connecting. You seem to be connecting to some higher wisdom. Okay, let's see what the archetypes have to say about you. What's the archetype having to say about you? Okay, so that also brings me to the second card, where we're going to talk about connecting to, right? So probably what you need to connect to is just something, and the way you can connect is through rest. In times of rest is when you're going to be fully connected to it. So make sure to sleep well, drink a lot of water. The box, the hunter and the box came out. Hang on, let me take a second to read through the hunter. Let's read. What's the card number? Is it 11 or is it 9? It's 9. Okay, 79. I couldn't even find the word, That could also be a message. That's also hidden. So maybe, are you hunting for something within the box? Let's see, I don't know. Let's see, what's the deal? Okay. The seeker, the pursuer, the predator. Are you hunting? Well, it's you. The hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission. To return home empty-handed would be to fail, which is not an option in the hunter's eye. Artemis, like the great hunting goddess Artemis, who carries her quiver upon her back, the hunter typically has a weapon of choice when this card appears. It is critical that you ask 3 questions. What am I hunting? Why am I hunting it? It's the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip, truly needed for the task at hand. Maybe that's got to do with your cap that has come down to the knee. Possibly you have been cleaning the box for all the weapons that you had all along. Coping mechanisms, that's what it brings me back to. You may have had a way to cope with your anger, cope with your hurt. We all do, right? We all have it. We all are a part of society. Not that any one of us live on an island, unless we do. So maybe you've really been going through each of your weapons, but do you really need them? So that's a good hunter, then good, because the black horse really gave me quite a dangerous vibe sort of a thing. But the way this message has, with also the swords, with the 4 swords coming, with the swords, this message is fairly relating back to really how you have been going through your box to get rid of some of these weapons, really thinking whether you needed it, and that has allowed you to rest on just simply yourself. So it does have a lot to with the lightening up of the load. That was what was very strong in the beginning of the message. Something about lightening up as a whole. Amazing. Well, that's good. So, focused, energized, respectful, seasoned. Okay. The wounded deer. Notice her nuanced relationship to the moon, the earth, and the feminine. The predator honors its prey. With a precise and skillful hunt, the hunter deeply reveres the life it aims to take. Study the Greek goddess Artemis. So you are contemplating your prey, you are contemplating what you want to hunt, but you are also doing it very skillfully in a very feminine way, connected to both to the moon and the earth, where you are respecting your prey. Interesting. Okay. When you activate the hunter archetype, you're aligning your energy with the great creatures of the world, the lion, the wolf, the tiger, the shark. Do so with care. All right. So I'm also really feeling like you come across as one of those who would hurt yourself before you hurt others. So you have a very shamanic sense to yourself that you will hurt yourself before the others. I believe that's the piece here that says do so with care. When you align yourself to such powerful energies, right, you don't, very likely one of you will get hurt, either you or the prey, So if you're the hunter embodying it, then you also have to, nourish yourself, right? So sometimes you may hurt yourself or your tribe. So that's what I feel like is coming across, this do so with care. Let's also read the box. This reading is going to be fairly a bigger one, but I'm not going to rush through it. So that's 44. Hang on. The box. Okay. The cage, the rules, the norm. Yes. So the box may appear as expectations from parents, a well-paying but heartless job, the pressure to look or behave like others, or simply to staying small. There it is. So structure, order, coherence, and logic. You've really been, once you break through one layer, another will present itself to you. Keep going, break through. An exquisite life requires you. Moving outside of the box is exhilarating and expansive but destabilizing. Others will wonder what you are doing and why. You will too. This is part of the process. Amazing. Everything within the box is known. Everything outside of the box is unknown. That is why it is more comfortable to stay within its walls. Choose freedom. So that's what you're doing. This also brings me to the next. So let's continue. Now let's see. So whatever you are connecting to at rest is going to allow you to choose freedom. It's really going to allow you to use these powerful energies into saving something, right? If you remember the first part of the message. Okay, hang in there. Let's see what you're connecting to. What is available for you to connect to? Two of Cups. Someone that emotionally fulfills you. Could be your prey. I won't lie. This message has got a borderline light and not so light part to it. This could be someone or something. It could be a venture, an opportunity, as easily an opportunity. What's also drawing my attention is how the masculine here is touching the cup, whereas the feminine is just holding her cup. So maybe this is about someone who wants what you have. That's how they come across, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. So this is available for you to connect to, right? So let's see, what is this Two of Cups that you can connect to? Something that, well, a Two of Cups is usually mutually reciprocated, right? It is I feel yours, you feel mine, or I feel mine and you feel yours, in a sense of happy and healthy surrounding environment, like in a very positive environment. The Forest in the reverse. What's the Two of Cups? So the Forest in the reverse tells me that it's a journey where you're not going to feel alone. It's not going to be, let's see, I'm not sure what the, oh, that's a lot of cards. No, not so many. The Sword in the reverse and the Queen. Okay, the Mask. All right, just one card, please. One more card for the Two of Cups. The Flame. The Forest in the reverse and the Flame. There's also a Mask. Okay, so let's read the Flame, or maybe the Forest first. 36. The Woods. Consider for a moment your earliest memory of the forest. A little fear, a little enchantment, perhaps losing your way. You may think there is a path to lead you straight through, but soon enough you will be on what is known as the pathless path. The path. What are you forgetting to connect to as part of this, in this new path, if you want to save into this path? Maybe it's the path itself. Oh. What are you forgetting to connect to for you to save in the path? So I just got a message, sort of. This path is one. Well, what you connect to is just going to reveal the path. And as you connect to it, as the path reveals, whatever is being saved will get automatically collected into it like brownie points. So you don't need to necessarily concentrate on what needs to be saved. And I'm hearing it is wealth. It starts with money, leading to a lot other types of wealth as well, in abundance. One where you don't have to worry about wealth. Not only you, for probably your next couple of generations. If you have been wondering, how do I choose a path that will make me monetarily or financially free, independent, secured and stable? Well, you don't need to do anything for it. You just need to follow your path. And your path is not going to force you to follow it. You just need to connect to something, and that will automatically lead you to the path. Because the path is not a destination, it's the journey. Interesting. Okay, well, I love the message there. Let's also read the Flame. It's your life force. Health, mental clarity, good digestion, sacral chakra, solar plexus. We started off the reading with that. Is the beginning of all transformation, purification and manifestation. Nearly every spiritual lineage honors the flame. To enliven the connection with this archetypal energy. So this is somebody who is your flame. I don't know about twin flames, but this is somebody whose flame is also very similar to yours. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten and protect the flame no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. Wow. The light you give off, your fire, your light is attracting somebody. The forest. Hang on, I want to read the forest another time. Let's see if I get any keywords there. The hunter, the maiden, the crone, and the shaman make regular appearances in the forest. Don't be surprised if these cards come up together. Let the narrative reveal itself. So we have the hunter here. You are the hunter, and we've got the forest in the reverse. Okay. When dark, it is density, savagery. What's missing is this childlike wonder. Okay, so your ideal two of cups is there somewhere, right? But it's just that childlike wonder is missing. If you get out of the forest without feeling lost, you were only in a little grove of trees. The great archetypal forest requires you spend at least one night frightened for your life. Okay, so the reason I'm very skeptical about this energy as such is we've got the mask at the bottom. So how it's really presenting to me is this is something that is masking its childlike wonder. It's just not believing in the forest enough. It's not believing in the forest, but this spark has a lot to do with your spark as well. So you are in the upright, you are the hunter in the upright, but this person is the forest in the reverse. So they don't believe in it yet. But this is probably what you have to connect to. That's how the message is unfolding anyway, but let's see. Okay, let's go to the next one. What is this hidden blessing? Moment of silence, moment to grieve, 2 minutes to mourn. 10 of swords. I'm just being sarcastic here. It's the hidden blessing. Okay, let's go ahead and read what the archetypes have to say. Let's see. So the 10 of swords is an ending, is a betrayal, right? You are in the 4 of swords and the hidden blessing is the 10 of swords. This could be an upcoming betrayal or this could be one that was already done. You know? What I'm kind of feeling is this is what propelled you, catalyzed you to really let go of your other weapons. So what you're hunting now is a prey that you respect. You're looking for a prey that you respect. Wow. The prayer and the pilgrim. That's the 10 of swords. It's a little bit difficult as an energy, I would say. So that's 45. Let's see. The prayer. Oh, sorry, that's 65. Oh. The practice of prayer has been with us since the dawn of time as a remedy for the omnipresent self-centered thinking that spins us toward illusion. Whatever prayer is for you, this card reminds us for its importance. Get quiet, low, humble and soft. Bow and touch the ground. It is a time nothing else will do. Offering to be of service, asking for guidance. Okay, so maybe you really have been asking for guidance. I feel like That's the other part of this message, I don't have to really interpret it a lot. I feel I'm putting in too much effort when whatever is coming through is already clear enough, right? So maybe you are asking for guidance. Well, that's why we are here. So, hello. Let's also read the pilgrim, the wanderer, the traveler, learns, grows, adapts, and studies. An outward journey is always an inward journey, seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the farthest reaches of the globe and deepest regions. Others will wonder when the pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life, but the pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep, and soon the pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day to day. Yet, when this archetype awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door toward a new reality. With the pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Travel light. Travel soon. Your spirit needs it. Your hidden blessing is travel. There's some sort of travel that is coming up. Maybe you just took one. I don't know. But traveling light, that's what this whole message is about. Right? So, if you've been asking for guidance, this travel has been a part of your guidance. Either one you're going to take or you've already taken. I don't know, but maybe it will reveal itself. Which is also allowing me to say, but you see, you are the hunter. So this fire of really searching for something, maybe a prey that you respect. This whole thing has kick-started because you've asked for guidance and to travel light, right? So that is the hidden blessing. So your hidden blessing is, whatever happened, it's transpired you into this journey. So that's the beautiful part of it, right? It's a part of the pain. The rejection is part of the pain. That's what I hear. I don't know why. So this thing that you've connected to, this Two of Cups, maybe they're just denying the magic of it all. And it's okay. What is also coming is, I'm also seeing a little bit of darkness in the flame. So I'm not going to talk about it. Maybe there's a little bit of dark magic. We don't talk about those stuff here because whatever we read here is one of the divine light and love, right? But I am seeing a venomish kind of an energy in the flame here. So I'm kind of feeling like really putting out there, be careful who you connect to. Okay. So I don't know what this Two of Cups is. Maybe that's the message too. You want to be careful who you connect to. Are you forgetting to connect to something? I don't know, maybe you should forget to connect. Probably yes, you should. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't connect. Okay, never thought that would be the message coming out. Are you forgetting to connect something to see the path, to save into the path? So this is someone outside of you. This energy outside of you wants you to connect to them so that they can save into you through whatever you are connecting to. But that's probably your message is, if you choose to connect, then your blessings, your brownie points will get shared with them. Maybe they will take it all away because one who wants what you have doesn't want you in any way, right? So why will they let you have some? They will have it all, right? So this is a message telling you, are you forgetting to connect to something? They're reminding you to forget or to not connect to someone or something in particular, because the more you don't connect, I don't know if this is the actual message, but that's how at this point of time it's revealing, as The more you don't connect, it allows you to travel light, travel in a direction. Okay, interesting. Okay, so the more you don't connect to that side of whatever it is, right? Let's just keep it away from us. The path you will be traveling light, and what will be opening up itself will allow you to, well, whatever is needing to connect will automatically connect to you. So the connection is, you don't need to connect to anything. Something is going to be connected to you, and you just have to follow the path. If you deliberately make an attempt to connect to something, that's where the problem starts. Okay, so don't connect to anything. Can I say, please forget to connect unless you are given a confirmation that you need to connect. You don't need to connect. Even if you're forgetting, it's probably good. Two sides of the story. Let's see how this unfolds. The siren is also at the bottom of the deck, which is temptation, right? So what do you need to do? Like, how can you energize or activate these what do you need to do? Like, how can you energize it? 10 of Wands. Really see where you are holding on to stuff. This could be in literal sense. Are you really holding up something? Well, we don't hold on to buildings. So we are holding on to some sort of a baggage. I don't know. Maybe that's what you've noticed. Or maybe there's too much that you're doing. 10 of Wands. Let's see what the archetypes have to say. I am a little tired. Striking. Oh, we have to say a lot. This one fell on this one. You know where this card fell? You did see it just in the camera. It fell right in between you and the connection. So maybe there is someone who is masquerading as a flame, but they are actually a venom. You have a false flame around you. You have someone around you who wants you to connect to them so that whatever flows to you will flow to them through you. So this is a big piggybacking energy kind of a thing, but in reality they are a venom, and they are a forest in the rivers because they know you're a hunter. They want to be the forest in the rivers. But the true energy is this one which just came out. It's interesting how it also came out for the fourth one. How you can energize this. Let's see. Here's the vow, the mentor, the lover, shapeshifter, the threshold. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so how can you energize this? How can you activate your path, your blessings? I'm also going to get one card for how can you activate your blessings, and another card for how can you stay away from this false one. If that's a false one, then okay. So I'm also guided to not do that. You don't need to see what you need to connect to, because there's nothing that you need to connect to. So we've got three cards. We've got the sword, we've got the castle, and the bardo. The sword, the castle, and the bardo. It's a very straight message, I feel. Let's see. I just want to read the bardo once. Bardo is card number 50. Let's see what the bardo is. Okay. The in-between, the transition. Okay. So this message is really coming out because You are in a transition. You are transitioning from an old way of being treated, from an old way of really responding, or maybe an old self. The castle is like the princess castle, right? So it's possibly the sword is, you've dismantled it. Four of swords in the beginning, you are lying down on your, you've taken away the weapons, right? So this sword has allowed you to cut through the castle, and you are in a space of transition. During this phase of transition, you've done quite a bit of cleaning up. This Ten of Wands is really looking at wherever you have, that's another thing, wherever there's dense energies, wherever there's concentration of energies, just go and clear them up. I have a feeling that this is just about acknowledging the weight. The moment you acknowledge it, it will drop. So if you're able to clean it up physically, just clean it up. Or if you're able to address it with a professional, go and address it. If you have an ache, just go ahead and address it to somebody, and you will, that's enough for you to let it go. I feel this is an energetic, really letting go or dropping the responsibilities. Whatever has been weighing heavy, just drop it. Just drop it. Advice. King of Swords. Whatever has been weighing heavy, just drop it. So using the sword, you have already cut through. You're in the transition, which is why this message probably is coming out to tell you that you want to be mindful of who you connect to. Maybe just hold on, don't connect. Yeah, maybe just hold on, don't connect. Okay. Advice. Let's see what the King of Swords has to say. This could be your spirit guide. It is your spirit guide. It is somebody, it is someone that's guiding you. So you just want to, you can ask the King of Swords to help, not help, to guide. A lot of cards were about to fall. There are also some birds that are drawing my attention. So maybe the King of Swords speaks to you through birds. The agape fell through. I'm feeling that card is enough in itself. So it's card number 72, agape. Devotion, unconditional love. What if instead of putting yourself at the center of your spiritual practice, you put God, Goddess, or nature? How would this change your approach? Such is the energy of agape. It is alive when we are in awe and wonder, our breath taken away by the sacred force that surrounds us, and asks for nothing in return. This card can indicate a spiritual initiation that stretches your capacity to love and serve. You sense the earthly as the heavenly and vice versa. Such an initiatory moment can appear in any form, initiatory moment, like a healing balm to the modern soul. The effects last a lifetime. The agape may also suggest you reassess what you worship every day, consciously or unconsciously. What are you elevating? What does the sacred ladder you climb ultimately lead to? Service, reverence, honor, and joy. The King of Swords is never known for any of those. But in this context, this is the path that you are guided to by a King of Swords. Agape can also be felt as an overwhelming love of family, partner, community, recognized by a deep swell of gratitude. The Greek word agape informs the English word agape, to have the mouth. Agape is to be awestruck by something of breathtaking delight. We are made humble once again. Children's choirs from around the world. Okay, so that's a very strong message of service and unconditional love. King of Swords is the Aquarian, right? The big unconditional love energy. So what you're guided to, what you're advised to is maybe don't focus on the Two of Cups. Just approach it from a perspective of unconditional love, the huge love that we all have for the planet, for the earth, make it a spiritual practice and be mindful of who you put in the center as you do this. And the more you do this, I feel this one gets lightened up, and the more you lighten up, whatever opens up will itself connect to you, which is meant to flow. And through that there's a lot of blessings that you will receive, right? So whatever is done, and if this one has to do something with the 10 of Swords, if the 2 of Cups is in the past, anything from the past, okay, your tip, your hint for this message, your advice is very strongly to disconnect or to not reconnect with anyone from the past or anything from the past. Could have been a pattern, could have been a belief, could have been a system, an environment, a company, a job, a profession, anything from the past that you had to cut and really ask for help. You don't want to reconnect to it. Strong message. Okay, all right. I hope that serves. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Lots of love. Be gentle with yourselves.